Well, you can't get this. You can't.
Assumption, Northland Pines. Pines Assumption. This is an audio test.
Make sure you sing well, ladies. I'm a retired choir director.
Emphasis on retired. He's done now. Doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, 35 years of doing that.
If you can't get it working, then we're going to bring the microphone over to you.
Well, he's done it before.
I've done it.
Perfect.
Yeah. You were just the man made for this moment.
My wife informs me as lovingly as possible that I am in fact tone deaf.
A lot of my friends will always sing, I sing solo, so low no one can hear me.
Told that to the priest one time, and he said, "No, that just means you can sing louder, so you can let God know that you give your voice."
I'm right behind you.
There.
You don't have to zoom or anything. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Wisconsin Rapids, Wisconsin, as we get set for sectional final soccer. A trip to state is on the line here at Washington Fields in Wisconsin Rapids. Jason Zaleski here, Joe Anderson there, Rachel sitting back here, making sure we got the boss here, Joe, so we got to be good today. That's how that part is going to work out. But again, thank you, everybody, for watching here today. There, audio sounds pretty good on the phone, and we are past national anthem. There will be no starting lineups here today, which is to say because of rain in the area that things are going to be just a little bit different all the way around here today, including this. Here is one rule we're going to make. Rachel is monitoring. She's our chat monitor back here. And every person that complains about the camera view is being blocked from the site. That's how that's going to work. With rain in the area, this is it. So this is your warning. There will be no second chances. Otherwise, the other option is come out here and build a brand new soccer stadium for us and do a lickety-split. Otherwise, this is the camera view that you have. And you have it because we are here, and we are glad that you are watching today. So again, just about ready to begin here. This sectional final. Take you through how each team got here today. First, we'll start with the Northland Pines Eagles, and the Eagles are here. They beat Phillips 5-0. 1-0 winners over Baldwin Woodville, and then upset the 1 seed Washburn Bayfield 1-0 on Thursday night. Northland Pines is the 2 seed in their half sectional for Assumption as we are underway. Assumption, the 1 seed, got the bye to begin. Took care of River Valley 11-1, and then Thursday here, 5-1 winners over Lodi. So here in this sectional final from Wisconsin Rapids, Washington Field. And our first shot on goal comes just a minute or two in. I'm going to have to figure out how to see the clock while I'm here, but all in due time, we'll get that figured out. Well, that one sent in. Kubas on the send in and didn't get all the way through. It'll work all the way back out. This is Olive Wilson. Wilson turns off to Dillman. Dillman up ahead to Kubas. Kubas centering pass, and that centering pass is sent back out by Malia Eggleston. Now Steinle with a long ball in, and a little bit of trouble there in goal, but it is saved nonetheless. And anybody watching for Pines, you're going to have to help me with the goalie last name here. I got Emily. I got that part figured out. As that'll be tapped out by Pines. It'll be a throw for the Royals and thrown into Vollert. We get Addie Vollert's name called here for the first time today. Steinle comes out of the midfield. Juan Malala. Duan. Okay, well, it starts with a D, so, okay. Uwang Mala. Uwang Mala, there we go. Emily. As rain begins to fall once again here in Wisconsin Rapids. Okay, rain again begins to fall, and that may change my position here. The long ball sent all the way over, and the rain is actually going to keep it in. Nobody was able to get there on behalf of Pines, and the wet grass kept it in. Now Vollert sends it in, and ball rolling around through the box, turning and slipping on the kick. That was Sarah Shaw and Wong Mala. Wong Mala. Rachel, I've got a microphone here. Okay. I got Wong Mala. Okay. A steady but not overpowering rain as that one angles in front of the goal, but it'll be a goal kick for Pines. And old Jace is going to have to move somewhere else. So goal kick upcoming. And this is Eggleston. Eggleston will send it up. It'll be interrupted by Vollert. Vollert now turns back the other way, led herself a little bit too far. And turnover in the Assumption half, but Vollert gets it right back. Now Steinle. Steinle moves it across to Kirkman. Sent in by Wilson. Wilson looking for a passing partner, not able to make that connection. Wilson again as one from Pine spills in the midfield. Kayla Kirkman. Kirkman backs it up, looks around, and sends it all the way through. Steinle gets out of the way. It'll come across to Sadie Donahue. Here goes Donahue. Vollert makes a motion. Now Vollert gets it. Nice job defensively there by Grace Whitkopf. Whitkopf now will loft it into the midfield, and defensively it'll be swept away by Youngworth. Here's Shaw with it. Shaw up ahead to Vollert. Vollert, crossing pass coming in, chested, but didn't get enough on it there. The chest by Dillman. Don't often see that pass and then a chest into the goal, but Dillman had a reasonable shot at it there. I thought anyway. Another one sent into the box. Here goes Shaw. Shaw, left foot in. Royals score. And the Assumption Royals are up 1-0 here as we play approximately 6 minutes into the first half. Shaw picked up the loose change right in front of Wong Mala and sent it in, and the Royals lead 1-0. I couldn't find my hotel key card last night. In my back pocket. I looked everywhere for that darn key card last night. That's all right. I just left the room and I just propped the door open. I mean, you know, just me in there. Good to know. Again, Jason Zaleski here, Joe Anderson on production, Rachel Zaleski supervising this broadcast today and keeping an eye on all you rascals watching online. Making sure you're all behaving yourselves. Rachel, update? So far, so good. Okay, that's good to know. Here's Vollert now. Vollert will centering pass, but the Eagles collapse on it. Just got back from Madison. Congratulations again to the Assumption Royals softball team, 2022 Division 5 state champions, and they drove past here at about 1:15 as Vollert weaves through traffic. Now the right foot from Vollert, and it bounces in, and it's 2-0 Royals. So first from Shaw, now from Vollert, and quickly 2-0 Royals. Play here in the 7th minute. Joe, you'll be happy to know your clock is only just the 2 seconds off of the official clock, which is great. In soccer, that we can't do much better than that, especially when we can't see it. So pretty exquisite clockwork from our very own Joe Anderson as we are whistled back in. Shaw and Vollert both with goals here in this sectional final. Again, winner goes to state. And I always mess up the name. I call it Eline Stadium. I think that's pretty close, but in Milwaukee, state tournament next week. The Royals were there last year. The Royals went to state a year ago in girls soccer. With the Assumption Royals softball team, 3-1 winners over Barneveld down at Goodman Diamond in Madison. I was down there for the state semifinal game on Thursday, called the 5-2 win over Thorpe. Also had the pleasure of calling the HorrorCon win over Iola Scandinavia. That was the game prior, and then yesterday, Barneveld beating Edgar on the call there. So I guess I called 4 state softball games. I haven't really thought about it until now. But all in a day's work. Now here at sectional final soccer. Okay. Quality control manager comes in, resets the camera. All right. Good thing she's here. Because, Joe, it looked pretty good to me. So. That's why I'm not quality control. That's exactly right. It was Grace Plank in the midfield for Pines, looking for a passing partner, and found one momentarily, Cassidy Sternhagen. But the Royals come back the other way. Royals already up 2-0. Here's Vollert now. Vollert not able to weave through. Vollert cut like a hot knife through butter that last time down and ended up with a goal. So last tapped out by Pines. This will be a throw for Assumption. The throw goes Shaw to Vollert. Now Vollert again. Back to Shaw. Shaw going to send it in. Header just missed by Dillman. Just a little bit too tall for Kendall. Kubas now back to Wilson. Up ahead again to Kubas. Dillman tries to make room through there, but she's not going to be able to get through. Samantha Hyduk. Last off of Pines. It'll be a throw for Izzy Youngworth and the Royals. All in all, not a bad day when it's not raining. When there's no rain, I approve of today's weather. But when there is the rain, it's been tough to deal with. Snow White brought me back to Wisconsin Rapids at about 12:30, and then it let loose. It was pouring rain at 12:30. And that one will go off the side of the cage. And it'll be a goal kick coming up for the Eagles. Big thanks to some of our Wisconsin Rapids area sponsors. How about Solaris? Wisconsin Rapids area residents, contact Solaris and get high-speed internet. Get the speed you need with Solaris. And Wisconsin River Orthopedics. I sure hope you don't get hurt, but if you do, Wisconsin River Orthopedics, give them a call, and they'll get you buttoned back up and back on your feet in no time. Nice work there in the midfield. That's Grace Plank. From Pines, here's Reese now, Lauren Reese. Up ahead it comes to Zoe Anderson. Anderson will race and tangle with Youngworth. Youngworth will bring it back here to the bench side is where we're on today. You probably already noticed that. Those of you that are common Royal soccer fans, you probably noticed that we are on the bench side here. It's the only reasonable place we can get the canopy up and try to stay dry. It'll be an attempt. It's a goal today. I attempted. Well, I didn't even make an attempt. I actually asked. There we go. Yeah, shake the rain loose from the canopy. Well, that way it doesn't flood on us later when we pack it up. As long as it doesn't rain again. But, yeah, talked to athletic director here, Joe Burkhauser, before today's match, and he was telling me that the rain would slow down right after game time. He was right about that.
17.
But I asked him to guarantee that we wouldn't get rain after that, and he said, no way, Jose, I will not guarantee anything, especially that. So I gave it a shot, though. Coach Jim Wendels and everybody else here, Rod Sternhagen from Pines, everybody very welcoming. And well, they were happy to see us. Coach Sternhagen came over, verified the channel the game would be on. We did that, and he said, great, is there a charge? I said, no. And he's like, wow, well, that is something. Yep, free all the time here on Zaleski Sports. I know some places you go, you don't have that same experience. And then what we found out here recently is that there are some places that make you pay, and then the broadcast doesn't work. Yeeks! It's a no-go. It's a bad news place for me to be. Fatheads RV, just south of town here, Fatheads RV. Get your summer fun all lined up over at Fatheads RV in Wisconsin Rapids. Goal kick for Pines, and that scoots all the way through. Taking a swing at it was Lauren Reese, but not able to settle it down. The Royals on the throw. Here goes Vollert now. She'll work the corner. Now cuts back in. Nice cut there in front of Grace Whitkopf. Ball comes into the box. Shaw with it at the top of the box. Now back out. Here's Steinle now. Steinle will loop it over the top of the goal. And another goal kick for the Eagles. Let's see. Who else do we have around here that likes us? Rustic Redefined. I know Rachel likes to go there. Jody down at Rustic Redefined. Boutique women's clothing store. I went in there a couple times. I couldn't find a single thing that fit me. But Rachel finds all kinds of stuff that fits her. And for you or that special lady in your life, go down to Rustic Redefined on 8th Street, 8th Street South in Wisconsin Rapids. The rain begins to come down again. And I think that's just our pattern for the day, just off and on rain. I'm not a weather. I'm no Mark Holly. I can't figure out how he knows what he knows. And even some days he doesn't know anything. But from what I was understanding, just periods of light rain all day long. And that is, put my hand out from beyond the canopy. That's what it is now, just a light, annoying rain. Soccer with the same weather rules as football. Most Americans familiar with football. Soccer becoming more popular, it seems, all the time, but same weather rules. So lightning will chase us off the field, and nothing else. So wind, rain, what have you, we will continue to play through the rain.
This is
Football, that's right. Yeah, the English termed it soccer decades ago, and then they began all kinds of other terminologies, pitch and kits and. Corner kick comes in, bounces through the box, and it'll be chased down by Sarah Shaw. Shaw now will kick it back out. Catching up to it is Donahue. Donahue now into Vollert. Vollert takes a look around, now unleashes the right foot. That's stopped in the box defensively by Malia Eggleston. And Pines will look to work the ball back up offensively. It has been a time of possession battle here in this first half, and it's been won handily by the Royals. Now Pines with a little something forming. Here's Shars. Now back to Shars it goes. Just checked in a minute ago. She and Anderson trying to figure that out, but it's actually going to turn into an assumption throw. And that throw stayed out of bounds. Yeah, thanks. Everybody's getting the Jason treatment today. Yep, equal and fair all the way around. And substitution coming in, and that will be Sarah Nagel coming in. So Nagel will come in. Out comes Carolyn Shars. Shars had that nice run-up as the Pines with a nice build-up. Plank sent that one in. Pines still possessing. The Royals look to clear. Now here's Dillman. Dillman looked ahead for Shaw. That pass was connected with by Ashlyn Boxrucker. Pines wants to keep possession here if they can. The field has flipped. It'll be a Royals throw. Pines had a nice build-up. Weren't able to get a shot on goal. What else is Rachel going to tell us here? Okay, well, that's a good one. Yeah, I'll take that one. Now Shaw with it. Shaw on the far side of the box. Steinle. Steinle in. Only Vollert was there waiting. 4 Pines Eagles are surrounding her. Vollert, though, still with the ball. Vollert throws it out to herself and then gets pushed from behind, and this will be a free kick coming up for the Royals. 18 beautiful holes of golf await you at the Ridges Golf Course in Wisconsin Rapids. Enjoy their new outdoor patio and updated banquet hall to go along with well-manicured greens, hazards, and challenging holes. Ridges Golf Course of Wisconsin Rapids. Corner comes in, and falling on it, that ball had to be tackled. That ball had to be taught a lesson, really, is what happened there. And Emily Wongmala taught it the lesson, and will bring it out and kick it away. Emily probably couldn't believe that ball was still trying to fit its way in behind her. A nice job in goal. Again, 2-0 Royals here as we play in the 18th minute. 2 early goals from Shaw and Vollert. Goals coming back to back, and but essentially within 90 seconds. I know I got a score sheet behind me I can look at. We'll give you all the updates at halftime. But it was goals 1 and 2 coming fast and furious in that early stages of the first half. As the Royals lose possession, it'll be a throw coming up for the Eagles. Also say thanks to our friends at DNL Recreation. DNL Recreation for all your camper needs right here in Wisconsin Rapids. In towards Steinle. Ball still bouncing in the box. Shaw. And ball still bouncing. Now finally cleared. The Eagles finally able to clear it. Racing up comes Youngworth. Wants to get the pressure on. Now Pines will clear. Mobile Link in Wisconsin Rapids is your go-to for car and boat services, including window tinting, remote start, and accessorizing. Big thanks to Mobile Link right here in Wisconsin Rapids for helping to support this broadcast. That Shaw goal coming in the 6th minute and Vollert goal coming in the 7th minute, and I was wrong. Those goals coming 53 seconds apart. Just my memory told me, Joe, and I know I can talk about memory troubles with my friend Joe Anderson. My memory told me it was about 90 seconds. Reality, the record shows it was 53 seconds. Sometimes what you remember happened, you really think that's what happened.
Number 9. Just want to check in. Yeah, get it over by the flag. So
Yep. Yeah, you're fine. Don't worry about the camera.
fine.
As Steinle gets that through, and another save will go in the record books for Emily Wongmala. Rachel, any comments on the broadcast we should know about? No. Okay. Okay. Steinley in the midfield, looks ahead. Now off it comes to Dillman. Dillman to Shaw. Shaw now just outside the top of the box. Looks to feed it inside, but fed it a little bit too shallow for Dillman. It'll be a turnover there. Pines will chase on the outside. Will result in a Royals throw on that far side. This will be Dillman to throw. Youngworth comes up on this half. Didn't get out at what she wanted. Now we'll have to retreat. Oh, I'm sorry, that wasn't Youngworth. Come on, Zaleski. That was Donahue. But either way, here is Youngworth. I was in the future is what happened there. Now Vollert. Vollert takes a look around. Cross it goes to Kubas. Now Dillman back to Kubas. Dillman one more time. Dillman on the outside. Now pokes ahead to herself. Creeps inside the box. Right flush with the goal line. And will send that one behind the goal. A goal kick upcoming for Northland Pines. 3 new Eagles will come in. Cameron Cox, Cassidy Sternhagen, and Emma Weber all enter for the Eagles. Give a warm welcome to everybody up north watching today's sectional final soccer match. Division III sectional final soccer here in Wisconsin Rapids, and a coincidence that the game is being hosted here at the home of the Assumption Royals. And these sites are planned well in advance. Usually about 2 years or so in advance. So you send in a bid, or you alert the WIAA to your willingness to be a host for a particular sectional final sporting event. So in this case, the Assumption Athletic Department let the WIAA know a couple years ago, sure, we'd be interested in hosting. Most times, that host school isn't also participating just because of sports. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and can't really predict the future 2 years out. I'm not even sure in high school sports you can predict the future 2 minutes out. Just a point of order and how that all works. Kubas now on the outside. Kubas feeds it inside now. This is Kirkman going to work. Now Dillman. Dillman, a laser that misses wide of the mark. Grace, our good friend Grace Wendell's watching from Iowa. And it's interesting. Thank you, Rachel. Usually people, they watch the broadcast, they're cheering for a certain person or a certain thing. Grace cheers for the coach. That's right. Grace is cheering for Dad. And by that, also the Royals. But good that Grace can tune in from Iowa or wherever you may be watching. And keep letting yourselves be known. And Rachel is our YouTube moderator today. Her first job is to make sure you're all behaving out there. And second job, to let me know things that are happening. Things like Grace checking in the broadcast. Steinley rips that one, and Shaw had an idea, but too swift of a kick for Sarah Shaw, and it gets launched into the next soccer field to our, what direction are we looking here? South. Yeah. Well, there's no sun. I lose my sense of direction, right? Yeah. Yeah, right. Who would ever know what time of day it is when it's fully cloudy like this? It is completely cloudy. Again, the rain has stopped. It will again start at some point. But it is stopped for the moment. And this will be a throw earned for the Eagles. Grace Whitkopf going to go pick it out of the fence and now find a passing partner Now Whitcoff up ahead. That was Sadie Donahue that let loose a kick right into the midsection of the unfortunately placed Cameron Cox. And you got to see that right on camera. Cameron was like, oh, man, that stung. And it will, too, because the jerseys are completely soaked from the rain. The ball is hard. A lot of people don't realize that. Soccer balls are very hard shell on those soccer balls. And there's just something about that snap of the shirt in that case that just makes it sting a little bit more when you take one right to the belly button. Good effort there, going 1-on-4 Zoe Anderson, but the 4 Royals win it. But good effort from Anderson. Apply pressure. That's what you do. You put stress on your opponent, and stress can often lead to mistakes, and that's why you do it. And that's certainly why you're satisfied that it happened, because if it continues to happen, eventually the stress is going to break. Here goes Steinle. Jeez, what a passing combination there. Kirkman to Steinle, and did that ball cross the goal line? No, it did not. What a save there from Emily Wongmala. Wongmala laying out to prevent the third goal of the half. But what a nice piece of passing there for the Royals. In particular, Kirkman, as the Royals look to make those connecting passes, and that was crisp. Wongmala will handle the goal kick on her own. Steinle will head it back up to Vollert. Ball temporarily scooted over the top of Vollert's shoe. Now across to Kirkman. Now Kubas. Kubas, right foot, low liner, bouncing through. And defended nicely there by Eggleston. Here's Donahue. Kirkman back to Vollert. Vollert tried to get that through the legs of Whitcoff, but Whitcoff wasn't having it. And it'll be a throw for the Royals. And before that, a substitution. This will be Wilson coming back in for Assumption. Out will come Drewski. And in for the Eagles is Westfall. And Anderson will come out. And Zoe Anderson had that very nice run-up just a moment ago. Now we'll come and take a break. Kubas had that one go past her, then off the knee and forward. So in the end, Clara got what she wanted, and now she will get a throw. Dillman looked around, back to Kubas. Kubas racing ahead with it. Leaves that up for Dillman. Dillman, though, not able to chase it down. Kendall is as fast as they come, but not that fast. And I'm quite sure Joe's got the time right. 29th minute. Yep, there you go. Yep. Yeah, soccer terms, they consider that the 29th minute. Yep. It's a whole different world in soccer. It's a world I don't mind stopping in every once in a while.
Still trying to figure out ice.
Well, Joe, we'll get you on some hockey broadcasts this winter. You'll figure it out in a hurry. Here's Dillman. Dillman works in the corner as she's being watched over by Megan Ritzer. And Vollert wanted to take a full swing, took a half swing. Now turning with it is Dillman. Here's Vollert. Vollert from point blank, and that may have been deflected by Wongmala. So this will be a corner for the Royals. What do we have here? Dylan watching from Cronenwetter. And Dylan says, go Pines, cheering for the Great Northern Conference. Of course, the Northland Pines Eagles from the GNC. Mosney, Medford, Anago, Pines, and others. Lakeland. Corner comes in that Steinle was able to contact. Now Kubas. Kubas rock and fire. That one saved. And another very nice save from Wongmala. Wongmala a little wobbly in the first few minutes, but has played well since then. Now Dillman, and Dillman will send that one past the goal, and another goal kick coming up for the Eagles. Goal kick, once again handled by Eggleston. But Shaw finds it. Shaw and Vollert, they have been passing friends here all season. Vollert, the right foot to the top of the box, and this will be Donahue to chase it down. Kubas. Kubas to Dillman, right back to Kubas it goes. Again, that crisp passing from the Royals, you see it on display here. Coming up defensively there was Ferreira. Nice work there by Jerlin Ferreira. Keeping that ball on this side on the Royals' offensive half. Again, Vollert, stutter step a couple times. Now he leaves it off for Kubas. Ball spins. Allows Dillman to come chase it down. Now Steinle with it. Malley Steinle working. Malley still chasing that ball down. Will come all the way off for a midfield spot, all the way to the opposite side. Here comes Dillman. Dillman has Kubas to her left. Now gives it to Kubas now. Long possession here for the Royals. A lot of connected passes. Now Dillman. Dillman fires right foot. Saved for the meantime by Wongmala. That one comes in. Another one connects a wet shirt in the box. A nice run up there by Wilson. Wilson just recently checked in. Keeping the pressure on the Eagles here. Very, very long possession for the Royals. Now Steinle. And finally, interrupted by the Eagles. Nice job, Emma Weber there. Weber able to at least break up some of that momentum, but assumption still on this half. Malley Steinle again one more time. Tough work there from the midfielder, Malley Steinle. Now here come the Eagles. Weber. Up ahead, option is Westfall. And Westfall will give chase. Donahue, though, will send it back. Now Youngworth all the way up ahead to Vollert. And Addy will not be able to chase this down. We'll have three fresh Eagles coming in. 14, 20, and 21. Rose Tyler, Lauren Reese, Grace Plank. Thank you, Joe. I'll take a sip of water. Brad watching from Oshkosh. Hey, Brad, how are you? Thank you for watching the broadcast today. From where? Team camp. Okay. Well, cheering on the Royals, no doubt about it. Throw for Pines. A leaping was Dillman to get ahead on it. And that pays off as the Royals will take the ball away. Malley's going to run to this side. Coach Wendels tells her she has time. She did. Now Donahue. Donahue was being converged on. Lets it loose to Kirkman. Now Kubas. Plenty of time for Dillman. Dillman with quickness. Gets the ball back again. Now here's Wilson. And Royals very patient. These last two offensive turns down in this field, they have been very patient, but the Eagles have been up to the challenge defensively. Shoulder put in by Reese. Reese just recently inserted into the contest and able to deflect a couple passes ago and keep the Royals from doing anything but possessing the ball. But for all year, we've seen it all year, the Assumption Royals' best defense has been offense. They have won time after possession again, or time of possession again and again and again and again, all season long. Now Donahue. Kirkman looks behind her, looks for Vollert. Vollert would have had to been something other than than that to catch up to that one. Just a tough pass to handle. Now, very nice work there by Plank. Here's Plank now up ahead. Oh, the feed through for Westfall. The touch was just a bit too much for Westfall to catch up with it. Now here's Cox. Cox now loads up on the right foot and saved. And we get our first save of the day from Assumption Royals goaltender Morgan Reichel. But pressure put on by the Pines as Cox was able to unload the shot. Okay, final minutes here of half number one. We play in the 36th minute, just about to be 36 full minutes in the books. 2 even halves of 40 minutes apiece. Now here's Kirkman. Dillman takes a look. Now will feed it up for herself. Dillman just inside the box. Centering pass intended for Vollert. And Vollert won't be able to chase it all the way down. It'll be a goal kick for the Eagles. And again, thanks to our special game sponsor, Solaris. Wisconsin Rapids area residents select Solaris for high-speed internet. Solaris has the speed you need. Give Solaris a call or look them up online for sure. But watching broadcasts like this, yeah, if you've got Solaris high-speed internet, then you got no troubles at all. Definitely be all set. Plus all the other great products that Solaris has to offer. Feed up ahead to Vollert. Vollert, the wet grass slowed it down, but misfired with the left foot. As we see Athletic Director Joe Burkhauser, he's packing up his table and he's leaving. He's collected all the gate money he could find for the day. Now he's done. And unfortunately for Joe and Assumption Catholic High School, most of that money gets sent to Stevens Point. And they keep some, and the small emphasis on some. They pay the officials with it, and take care of some other bills with it. So, but all in a day's work here. Royals looking for another one before the half comes to an end. 2 minutes remaining here in half number one. This one is going to be rolled all the way out, and it'll be a throw for the Royals. Okay. And battle fought for and won. Time being for Assumption, another throw. Coach Wendell says, get it out of here. It's the thing about standing on the bench side. I get to hear all the coach conversations over here. You can't hear that from the other side. Oh, and that one delivered right into the abdomen of Lauren Reese. Rachel's got another update for me. Hang on just a second. This will be a throw coming up. All right, what do we got? Ann and Greg cheering for the Assumption Royals. Thank you, Ann and Greg, for watching the broadcast today. Again, sectional final. Winner goes to state. Big game. Assumption hangs on to a 2-0 lead here in the first half. Pines has been a good competitor for these Royals. And there have definitely been some things I've seen out here for Northland Pines that should make Eagles fans feel pretty good about the second half upcoming. Some good pressure that the Eagles have been able to find and put on these Royals. But soccer, like many other sports, it's about the basics and the fundamentals. And for soccer, it's connecting passes. You get that second pass made, you get that third pass made, and then all of a sudden you're in a position to put some pressure on a defense and maybe let one rip at the goal. But you got to make those connecting passes and get your time of possession and put pressure on the other side. And Grandma Wendell's watching the Royals too from Fondy. Hey, Grandma. And with that, our first half has come to an end here in Wisconsin Rapids. Your first half score, Assumption 2 and Northland Pines nothing so far. And again, that's not a prediction. I'm just telling you, I have seen some things that cause me to think that we might have some real good action coming up in the second half. Joe, we don't need to run any commercials here. We're good with that. Actually, if you would, though, just scroll up there for me a little bit. And I'm going to do what Rachel pays me to do. I think, nope, the other way. Sorry, you were there, but yep, keep going. All right. Give a special thanks to some of our other game day sponsors. Next Step Prosthetics out of Marshfield, R&R Furniture of Spencer, Nasonville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily, NasonvilleDairy.com. Granite Shop, just around the corner from the old Zaleski homestead in Rosellville. But the Granite Shop will get your kitchen looking nice, or wherever your granite needs are. But a lot of folks think of kitchen redesigns and they go to the Granite Shop. All right, Joe, go ahead and move down to the next row there. All right. We talked about Wisconsin River Orthopedics. Roberts Physical Therapy. Roberts Physical Therapy with an office not too far from here, right across from the Aquatic Center in Wisconsin Rapids. So thanks to Roberts Physical Therapy for supporting our broadcast. Awards and more. I know Awards and more. Most of the folks here get all their T-shirts, their trophies, their engravings, and more. Yeah, that's right. As they say, what's the and more of Awards and more? Thank you, Rachel. Yeah, and the big thing now are these these Yeti cups, and people are taking them over to Awards and more. Here in Wisconsin Rapids, they're getting engravings put on them, and those turn out to be bridesmaids' gifts and other things like that. You get the wine ones, the short little stubby ones, the tubs. That's what I think of them anyway. They take them down to Awards and More, get some engravings, and make a special occasion even more special at Awards and More. Mobile Link, Home Furniture and Design, right here in Wisconsin Rapids on West Grand Avenue. And Jill and the rest of the team there at Home Furniture and Design will get you and your new room or rooms in your house all set up, have them looking really good. You'll be the envy of your whole family. Go to Home Furniture and Design. Midstate Technical College. We are, I think I can see Midstate from here. Midstate Technical College just down in the corner here. Thanks to them for supporting our broadcast. Chips Hamburgers. Chips Hamburgers also on West Grand Avenue in Wisconsin Rapids. Right after today's game, head on down to Chips. Get yourself a champ. French fries, onion rings, cheese curds, and more. All down there at Chips Hamburgers. Some of the best, if not the best hamburger. You know what? The best hamburgers in the entire area. Let me just say what I mean. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies. We use copiers and printers from Bauer & Fine Business Technologies, and you should too, along with other office machinery and technology, software for your business, or what have you. Little Sprouts Learning Garden in Rudolph, and Sherrill Tire with locations all across central Wisconsin. Sherrill Tire will help get you rolling and growing. And Chili Implement in Chili. Get all your lawnmowers, your farm tractors, just all the stuff. They got side-by-sides and Kubota. And so your local Kubota dealer is Chili Implement in Chili, located just a couple miles west of Marshfield. All right, there you have it. We're going to put the microphone on mute here for a little bit, and we'll find something fun to show you here in the crowd. Maybe show you some people that you might know. Second half will begin soon. It is Assumption 2, Northland Pines, nothing.
And they only have 10 players, too.
All right, second half about to be underway. All right, second half is underway, and of course, as the second half begins, so does the rain. Rain free for all of halftime, which is nice. But back in the rain here as we begin half number 2. And here at Washington Fields in Wisconsin Rapids. I hope everybody back at home enjoying the broadcast here today. And if you are watching from home and you're in the Wisconsin Rapids area, that tells me that you're not a big fan of rain. And I don't blame you. And of course, if you're from some of these other places, these other, Cronenwetter, that's not that far, but it's far enough. Yeah, Cronenwetter, Fond du Lac, Iowa, or wherever you may be. I don't begrudge you for staying home today and watching this one with us. Dillman now turns and gives off to Youngworth. Youngworth will fire in, and again, with the ball wet in the rain, you might as well send it in. But Emily Wongmala up to the challenge here to begin half number 2. Mally Steinley back to Donahue, and Donahue, that one interrupted by Anderson. Here goes Zoe Anderson. Zoe Anderson races down the side. Coach Ron Sternhagen cheers from the bench, urging his ladies to giddy up. Coach Sternhagen, during that halftime, told his ladies, we got 40 minutes. You want to go to state? We've got 40, and if you want to go to state, we only have 40, so we're going to have to go. But his message was 40's enough. Now this one chested, and Reichel able to chase it down. Weber tried to redirect that one in with her chest. Reichel able to chase it down. Those two collide after. But incidental contact. Now here's Cox. Cox will race to the outside. Last off of her right shin. It'll be a Royals throw. The quality director had to walk back in the rain. She left for the powder room a little bit too late. Turning the corner now is Kubas. Kubas weaves through Eagles traffic. Kirkman took a swing. It didn't get a lot on it, and then Shaw and Plank got tangled up. Plank got the worst of it. She fell to the ground. Royals maintain possession. Now Vollert will bounce it in. Shaw now. Shaw just outside the box. Leaves that for Kubas, but left it a little bit too lightly, and the Eagles will take advantage. Now here goes Dillman. Dillman using her speed around the corner. Dillman still working her way through traffic. Now will lose possession, and that one was defended nicely by Bucksrocker. Dillman still with it. Dillman level with the goal line. Ball comes in. Steinley, and a diving save made by Wongmala. Laid it all out there here in this sectional final, did Emily Wongmala, and saves the goal attempt made by Mally Steinley. What are we looking at here? Yep, we already said hi to Ann and Greg. We're good there. Ann and Greg just have a lot to say, that's all. Say hi to Joan and Pete? Okay. Well, hi, Pete and Joan. Thank you all for watching the broadcast today. Here's Vollert now. Vollert couldn't get it all the way through heavy traffic, and Hajduk will move the Eagles forward. Kubas falls, and contact made there between Kubas and Sternhagen. That's Donahue. And Donahue did a nice job. Get back up, get back after it, and she actually poked the ball free. Striker Anderson plays all alone down here on this end. As for the time being, Eagles packing it in defensively here just a bit. And I get my first play of the game. Here we go. Ball came right to me. I put my right and my left foot on it. Got in the action. I felt pretty good about that. That was all I can do, though. Here's Dillman. Dillman now to Kubas. Dillman will cycle back. That one headed by Weber, and the ball got the best of Weber there. Now here's Shaw. And Shaw got that one poked free. Eggleston got the right foot in the way. Now Dillman. Here's Kubas now. Kubas loads up from the right foot. Ball rolls in, and there again is Emily Wongmala. 46th minute here in Wisconsin Rapids, 2-0. Assumption, if you're just joining us, Sarah Shaw, and make sure I get all my Vollards correct here. Addie Vollard scoring goals in the early goings, the first handful of minutes. They actually scored goals 53 seconds apart. Back in and around that 7-minute mark. And our score has remained 2-0 since then. Just quality control, do an audio check for us. Do an audio quality check. Looks pretty good. We got a new message on there too, right? Let's see here. We got more people to give shout-outs to. Okay, here's Shaw now. Shaw up ahead to Dillman. Royals with a chance developing. Dillman all the way in. Another diving save. The punch by Wongmala to save the goal. What a play by Emily. And Quentin Abbott. Hey, Quentin, how are you? Thanks for watching. It will result in a corner for the Royals. Corner from Kirkman. Kirkman through the rain. Into the box it comes. Dillman header missed. It'll roll all the way to this side. Here's Sternhagen. Sternhagen up ahead to Anderson. Anderson now looking for the miscue. And Anderson will battle through. Here goes Zoe. Zoe will race. Zoe left foot, and Reichel will pick it up. And a very nice run from Zoe Anderson. Saw that once in the first half. This was the best of the handful she's had like it. But nobody back with Anderson. And the action fizzles. Vollert. Vollert running in front of the tents on the opposite side from us, on the grandstand side. You see those in the shot? Yep. And the ball goes into one of those tents. And a Royals throw. Out it comes to Dillman. Kick back out to Kirkman. Kirkman will fire all the way across the field. And in comes Kubas. Kubas won't be able to chase it down and keep it in. It'll be, well, no, I'm wrong about that. It was Pines last to touch. Royals throw. Wilson. Wilson sets it up, lofts it in. Nice job there by Ellen Reese. And that defensive front, Reese had it solved the whole way. Now Steinle. Big collision up outside the box. It was Vollert for Assumption. And Wongmala had to make a last-second change there and actually slid down and blocked it. Royal still with it. Dillman. And Dillman off the side of the cage. And it'll be a goal kick for the Eagles. And what do we got here? 5, 6 Eagles coming in. Too many for me to keep track of. But you at home saw them standing in front of the camera, and that's exactly where they should be, by the way. And you had a chance to see the numbers, and you probably had it figured out anyway. You don't need me telling you who it was. You were able to see them. Goal kick, attempt to settle it for Plank, and Plank now will turn and come upfield to Sarah Nagel. I believe Nagel, one of the new Eagles in. Here's Dillman now as Megan Ritzer wasn't not able to keep her feet for the moment. Now back up. Now Steinle. Steinle had to chase that one down. Left her for herself a little bit too long. Back the other way come the Eagles. The up ahead option is Anna Westfall. But the team speed of the Royals on display as the Eagles weren't able to overcome the retreating Royals, and the Royals will earn a throw as a result of their efforts. Vollert right at the half line. Now here's Dillman. Dillman and tried to tap that right back to Shaw, but not able to get enough tap on the tap. And Reichel will come. It was a very nice job. There is a Youngworth shielded off the incoming Eagle. Let her goalkeeper, Morgan Reichel, come out of goal and pick that up. And Reichel will sky this one towards Dillman. Dillman waits for it on the hop. Now the right foot calms it down, and Dillman will take a turn and look. She's got Shaw to her left. Now Kubis comes with. Now off to Kubis. Right back to Dillman. Dillman battles in the corner, and it'll be poked out by the Eagles. Dillman with the throw. Quickly in it comes. Kirkman sends it in and right into the loving, awaiting arms of Emily Wong-Mala. Emma Weber set to check in on the next pause in action. 52nd minute here in Wisconsin Rapids. The rain has again shut off, but no doubt it'll be turned back on again soon. And Plank coming out, Weber in. We need one of those people here on the sidelines, right, with the LED numbers holding them up for us. Yeah. Where do we find one of those? Kubis over to Steinle. Steinle again had that one pop off of her right foot a little harder than she thought was going to happen and loses possession. Kubis though back with it. Dillman again. Dillman directs traffic as the ball was headed towards her. But stepped in front of by Hajduk. That last off of Nagel. A throw for Wilson. Now Kubis. And Shaw had stopped. That allowed Hajduk to get in front of that ball, but Royals continue with the possession. Dillman will keep it in. And off of, and this is going to be a corner as it goes off of Ritzer. And the Royals earn the corner here. Corner coming in the 54th minute. It'll be Dillman with the corner. Dillman, left hand up, run up, right foot. That one's going to come to the top of the box. Shaw. And Shaw had an idea for it, just too many Eagles in the way. Now Kirkman will launch that one into the dirt pile. That's what it is. See, my job here is to describe what I see. Okay, that happens too. There's a very good chance I'll be on the camera later. Yeah. The plaque is here. Okay, the sectional championship plaque is right behind me as this one will be off the crossbar. Off the crossbar and then sent way over the top by Vollert, and a little chuckle had by Izzy Youngworth as teammates come to congratulate her on the nice effort. But Youngworth right off the crossbar, nearly 3-0 Royals. Our score, though, does remain 2-0 Assumption. Here in this sectional final, winner goes to State. Seed meetings are tomorrow for State. And I'll talk about that here at the next appropriate moment. Vollert tried to run that one down, not able to get there. Check my own hotline here. Nope, nothing for me. Spam coming in on the phone. I don't care about that. Steinle up ahead of Youngworth. Youngworth all the way up out of her defensive spot, and she'll join the action. Now Vollert. Vollert dribbles around the Eagles defender. Vollert looking for a passing partner in towards Shaw. Well, that was a tight fit, and the Eagles knew it, able to deflect. And Wilson off of her right toe, and it's going to be a throw coming up for Pines. Pines bench says, hurry up, hurry up. And nicely done there, able to be kept in by Nagel. And then sent out of bounds, hops over the mud puddle, but it's going to be Eagles in a throw. And another one high, and it's in. A goal comes as Vollert set one up and said, we'll see what happens. Vollert just sent it on and said, hey, I'm just going to loft this one up here. I don't know what's going to happen. We'll just do it. And it turns out to be the second goal of the match for Addie Vollert. And the Royals lead 3-0. So again, seed meeting tomorrow. Should this score hold, it'll be Assumption in the mix in a at State. Bringing my brackets up here at the same time. I got a lot going on here. And I don't know the other teams yet, but I'm just going to speak generally. And that way Royals fans are prepared for when this happens tomorrow. Rachel will tell you, I don't always get it right, but we get pretty close. As Dillman comes back here. Well, actually, we're pretty accurate with it all. What is very likely to happen, and again, there could be some upsets at the other sectional finals today that I don't know about yet, as some of those matches won't happen until this evening. So there could be some upsets that would make this not happen, but as it stands right now, Assumption undefeated on the year, 21-0 coming in into today's match. So they win here. Let's just say the score holds, just speaking hypothetically. And they move their record to 22-0, and they go to state. They, at this point, they would be the 4 seed in that seed meeting tomorrow. They would be the last of 4 seeds at undefeated at 22-0. And that is largely to do with what a lot of people recognize as strength of schedule. But they're going to have that seed meeting, and some of those teams are going to be able to talk about, teams with losses are going to be able to talk about, beat this team and this team and this team and this team. And those teams that the other teams beat, Assumption won't have that same type of resume. They won't have that same type of sizzle with the teams that they beat. And very, very likely to happen that these Assumption Royals, should the score hold, they'll come in as the 4th seed in that group of 4 next week down at Eline Stadium. We will find out. Again, games going on right now that I don't know the score of. Games later, could be upsets, could be other things that happen. But Royals fans, just prepare yourself is my message to you. But either way, you get to state everybody's good. So seeds maybe don't matter a whole lot as Shaw goes off the crossbar. Follows her own shot, pops it up, ball still bouncing in the box. Now the Eagles clear. So Royals a couple inches too tall of a 4-0 lead. Eagles looking for their first goal, and Won't happen on this trip down, but another long run and a good run, and that one was put on by Anna Westfall. But just not enough free space down there amongst the Royals defenders for Westfall. Rain falls just a bit harder, a little bit of wind picking up coming out of the south. But it does look bright to the west, so maybe that's some hope. But it was scheduled to rain all day. It was scheduled for off and on rain. And that has happened. So for today only, we'll give Mark Holly a thumbs up, just for one day. Mark, a big fan of our sports here. We're a big fan of his weather as well. It's a love-love relationship. But Rachel's getting the umbrella out. Again, that wind is blowing in from the south, so it's... See if it doesn't get into our equipment. There we go. That's pretty good work, Rach. Yeah, pretty solid. But again, we mentioned it on our game advertisements, so you saw those on Facebook and Instagram and what have you. The broadcast is completely weather dependent, and if at any time the weather looks like it could affect the equipment, we will go off air. I don't think that's going to happen, but we did mention it to you earlier this afternoon. Corner kick for the Eagles. Steinle will knee that one down. And it'll be lofted once again, sent all the way across. Good build-up here for the Eagles off of the corner, and they will retain possession now with the throw. Throw coming in from Whitcoff. Grace looks to her right. Now we'll send that one out to Sternhagen. But Sternhagen not able to keep it inside the lines. Throw for Dillman. Dillman will throw towards Shaw. It is interrupted, though, by the other number 2, Whitcoff. Dillman in towards Kirkman. That was Sternhagen getting in the way. These Eagles getting a little bit more rambunctious now as time rolls on, less than 20 minutes. And we will know one of our Division IV state soccer teams. Royals lead 3-0. That one bounced out by Wilson. Eagles will throw. Again, Eagles looking to continue this build-up here. They have put pressure on the last minute and a half or so. Now Whitcoff throws it into the wind. And another throw for the Eagles. Yeah, she was... Okay. Now they're going to say it's Royals' ball. I wasn't sure that when she threw that landed inbounds. But either way... A race on the outside for the ball. That's won by Vollert. Now Mally Steinle. Steinle to Dillman. Dillman deflects and redirects with her left leg, and Whitcoff will send it into the Royals bench. Be a throw for Kendall Dillman. Dillman towards Shaw. Now Shaw with it. Shaw surrounded by Eagles. And a whistle blows and offside, and it'll be a free kick coming up for the Eagles. The Royals offside. Eagles another chance here to formulate some offense. Ball bouncing through the box. It'll be swept wide towards the grandstand side of our venue here today at Washington Fields, or venue space, Washington Fields, at Washington Elementary School off in the distance to our west. And Kubas fires from midfield, and that one had to be punched over the top by Wong Mala. And a corner coming up for Assumption. That was a screamer sent right at the top of the goal. If Wong Mala doesn't make contact, it's got a good chance of going in. Headed right to the crossbar, and once that ball hits that crossbar, Anything can happen. Here's Kirkman. Even Coach Sternhagen to our left said that was a pretty good shot. It was. Corner comes in. Steinle header, and that'll go out of bounds. Goal kick. Goal kick for the Eagles coming up. So it'll be Lauren Reese checking in. Cassidy Sternhagen will come off. Kubas with it, over to Steinle. Steinle takes a look around, off to Shaw. Shaw dribbles, now kindly leaves it for Kubas. And Kubas sends a bouncer that's going to miss the goal wide to the left. Approximately 15 minutes left here of game time. Make sure to stay tuned after the conclusion of today's match for our Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Talk to today's winning coach and a couple girls, probably. Find somebody to talk to anyway. As Rose Tyler gets some applause from her Eagles bench. And Wilson watches that one roll out. It'll be a throw for the Royals as Alina Ryan not able to chase it down. Now Steinle. Steinle again patrolling that midfield. Gets it, well, doesn't get it right back. Instead Shaw, and Shaw tried to go through two Eagles. And that did not work. Here comes Pines. Donahue slows it down for the time being. Olivia Eliason regathers. Or Elison. Don't spend as much time in Eagle River as I once did, so some of these names come to me after a while. Steinle to Dillman. Dillman to give chase just outside the box. Whitcoff step for step right with her. Here comes Dillman now. Dillman falls in the box. Whistle comes, and it's going to be a free kick for the Eagles. I always get a little anxious when somebody takes a tumble in the box and the whistle blows. The Eagles with the free kick. Free kick goes long over the head of Lauren Reese. Reese, head getting dizzy as she runs right and left and attempting to track that ball down. Steinle, Kubas asks for it and gets it, then right back to Steinle. Now Dillman will give chase. May have been an inadvertent handball. It wasn't called, no matter what the intentions were, as Woodcock sends it a little bit too long. It'll be a throw for the Royals. 68th minute. It's Wilson there trying to get a couple of yards advantage, and she's sent backwards. Jeff tells us that Kiel won the other sectional. Okay. All right. Thank you, Jeff. So Kiel, sectional winners today. They have earned a trip to the state tournament. Yeah, it'll be interesting. This will be the last ever in-person seed meeting. After this, it's all electronic, as it was in this school year for football and boys and girls basketball. I might be forgetting one other that was, but this will be the last human being seed meeting. And again, those are tomorrow. Talk to WIAA's LeVar Ridgway, soccer tournament director. Talked to him just a few hours ago about tomorrow's seed meeting. I believe he said most were happening between 11 and 1, or Zoom calls between 11 and 1. I'm sure they've got specific times. I didn't need to know that information. I will not attend them, but these will be attended by human beings, and then no more. It'll all be done by the WIAA supercomputer, which, of course, here at Zaleski Sports, we are tremendous fans of, because the computer gets it right every time. human beings can be swayed. They can be teased, they can be pressured, they can build alliances, they can cut deals, shady backroom business. That'll all be done after tomorrow. The WIAA supercomputer cannot be tricked or persuaded. You can't offer it a box of chocolates in exchange for a better seed. It doesn't work like that. And you can't tell the WIAA supercomputer, well, if I vote for you, you'll vote for me, and then we'll vote for them. You can't do that. You got it? Okay. Wow. And it really gotten out of hand the last few years. All these crazy alliances. Heart of North Conference leading the way. As we're talking about high school sports, right? Teenagers. That's what we're talking about. So anyway, the computer will get it right, and it has, and it will. My quality control manager says I'm done talking about this now. 70th minute. Here in Wisconsin Rapids, 10 minutes. And we will have a team punch their ticket to the WIAA state tournament. We'll be in Milwaukee next week. And hopefully we got all the staff back next week and have enough people to do all this. That's what I'm hoping for. State tournament on Friday next week, June 17th. The 1 and the 4, which I believe will include the winner of today's game, is at 11 a.m. and then the 2-3 is at 1:30. That action on Friday, June 17th. So you have a few days to prepare for it and get ready. Thank you, Ann and Greg. And thank you. That's what I'll tell you. Thank you, Ann and Greg. Thanks for watching. And I'll say, I wish you were here, and maybe next time. So the Royals have essentially, defensively anyway, packed this one in. They have played you think of like a basketball, like a zone defense, or football, bring in your dime defense, bring in 5 defensive backs, and play to keep everything out of the end zone. You let them gain some yards, that's fine, but keep them out of the end zone. There's your football, how this works compared to football. And defense is back, and we are going to wear out the clock from here on out. That was friendly fire coming in here. The ball was kicked right at Sternhagen, and it was kicked by Zoe Anderson. Lake Country Lutheran defeated Sheboygan Falls in a shootout. Boy, oh boy. Some exciting soccer going on out there. Thank you, Jeff. Jeff must be zipping around in his personal jet checking out all these games. I need to become better friends with Jeff. That's what I found out here today as Reichel comes out sliding on the grass and retrieving the ball. Jeff knows that he knows things. There's no doubt about that. Jeff Edwards is a knower of things. And this will be Wilson. Now Wilson will turn and had it. I think she was going to have eyes for our broadcast booth here, Joe. So keep an eye out now, because at this point, again, if you're the team in blue, anytime you get in a little bit of a pinch, you're just going to rocket the ball straight out of bounds. As Shaw will send it in, and ball still loose in the box, and now picked up. Vollard took a crack at it and tipped over Wong Mala on her way through. Action heating up here just a bit, and now Kubas and Wong Mala another sliding save. Yeah, Jeff, see? Jeff knows things. Jeff knows things. Yeah, I mean, 22-0. They'll be a 4 seed, and I don't know that the computer would have it different, as it turns out. I think that's where the people will have it, and I think next year, if it were to present itself again like this, I think that's where the computer would have it. So just Assumption fans, get ready for that. And again, but once you get to state, you're at a neutral site, everybody is good. It doesn't matter. Seed, Schmeed, right? Throw it out the window because you're going to have to play two of the best teams in the state to win a state tournament championship. And you can ask the Assumption softball team. They had to do that, and they did that expertly on Thursday and today. Again, congratulations to the Assumption Royals softball team, state champions. 5-2 winners over Thorpe, 3-1 winners over Barneveld. Ava Schill with a monstrous first inning home run down at Goodman Diamond, or just earlier this morning. It already feels like it was 3 days ago for me, but it was earlier this morning. It's actually so fresh, we haven't even put the highlights together yet. Those will happen later. And along with these, this soccer game, we'll have highlights on Facebook at Zaleski Sports. So if you missed any of the action, you can watch it in summary with our highlights. And, of course, all the games on YouTube live forever. You can watch these games over and over and over. And the evidence of that from earlier this week, geez, I wanted to say last week, but it was just on Tuesday. Folks over in Marshfield, Columbus Catholic Baseball going to state for the first time in WIAA history. And folks over there commenting on social media all over the place that they just keep watching and watching and watching. They're just reliving it every day. Wake up in the morning and rewatch the game again. But they are out there, and that's what it's for. 76th minute, just a little over 4 minutes left here of action from Washington Field. Again, we will be on the field post-game. We will talk to Coach Jim Wendels, and we will also visit with, again, should this 3-0 score hold, a couple of members from the Assumption soccer team get their comments on going back to state. It would be 2 in a row should the score hold. These Royals were at state a year ago. Corner kick coming up for the Royals. Corner for Dillman. Dillman ready, the wind up, the kick. And that one will come all the way out of the box. Now Fowler will turn, and her right foot goes off of the back of an Eagle. Ferrara comes up from her defensive spot to keep the pressure on, and it is cleared by the Eagles. But again, Nasonville Dairy postgame show coming up in what figures to be just a matter of minutes. Ball twirling in the box, but Eagles for now interrupt it, and now comes Whitkoff. And we're going to get a free kick here. This is going to be a whistle on Grace Whitkoff as she spilled Youngworth. And another one picked up by Wongmala. Just about 2.5 minutes left here. This sectional final, winner goes to state. We will first have the award ceremony. We'll have medals for all of our participants today. And then Athletic Director Joe Burkhauser will come onto the field and award the sectional plaque to today's winner. We'll have all that for you live right here, so don't go anywhere. Youngworth attempting to pick her way through, loses the ball on her trip through the offensive end. The Royals again will throw as 2 minutes left in today's match. Now Dillman. Youngworth. Now Youngworth will turn, now come back the other way, left foot. Kubis didn't get a lot on it, and that'll be swept out. It'll be a throw coming up for Assumption. Sub waiting here in front of us, but not seen by our officials. Now sent all the way down by Sternhagen. Ferraro will chase, trailing her as Anderson. And Ferrara will roll that one all the way to the corner. It's not going to roll out. The wet grass stops it right before the boundary. Now Dillman will take a look. And that's going to roll all the way through. One minute left here in Wisconsin Rapids. The final seconds coming off the clock. Here's Vollert. That one gets set out. Vollert will take her time. Take a look around. The freshman with ball in hand. In it comes to Dillman. Now Kubas. And the final 10 seconds here in Wisconsin Rapids. Steinle lets it rip. Wongmala will hold on to it. And the Assumption Royals will hold on to a 3-0 win here at home and will go to state for the second year in a row. The Assumption Royals win 3-0 over the Northland Pines Eagles. Congratulations to Eagles seniors Grace Whitkoff, Samantha Hyduk, Ellen Reese, Carolyn Schars, Ashlyn Bucksrocker, Megan Ritzer, Malia Eggleston, Rose Tyler, and Lauren Reese. I will get ready to go on field. We will talk with Coach Jim Wendels, and we'll grab a couple of these Assumption girls as they celebrate here on the sideline as they prepare to make their second trip to the state tournament. Sir, can you back to the right, sir? Sure, sir. Right in front of the camera there. Thank you. As the Royals celebrate, our officials come off the field. Congratulations, guys. Yeah, the Assumption Royals going back to state here for the second year in a row. 2021, now 2022. And Joe Burkhauser is at midfield. And he will be doing our medal ceremony along with our plaque. And I'm going to walk out on the field now and stand right next to Mr. Burkhauser and get ready for our Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily, NasonvilleDairy.com. Nice job, Coach. Nice job. Congrats on a good season.
Thanks, Cooper.
Sounds good, Jason.
Do you have individual medals first? Yeah? Okay.
Number 1, Wongmala. Number 2, Grace Whitcock. Number 3, Samantha Hyde. Number 5, Lauren Nigel. Number 6, Cameron Cox. Number 7, Ellen Reese. Number 9, Cassidy Sternhagen. Number 10, Carolyn Schars. Number 11, Ashlyn Boxrubber. Number 12, Megan Ritzler. Number 13, Maria Eggleston. Number 14, Rose Tyler.
I'll hug you. You hug me all year. I'll hug you.
Number 16, Joey Anderson. Number 17, Olivia Ellison. Number 18, Marina Ryan.
3 more years.
Number 19, Anna Westphal. Number 20, Lauren Reese. And number 21, congratulations on a wonderful season to the coach, Rod Sternhagen, and all of the Lady Eagles here from Washington. And now, for your sectional champion, Assumption Royals, number 1, Morgan Riker. Number 2, Sarah Shaw. Number 3, Addie Vollert. Number 4, Mally Steinman. Number 6, Ashlyn Dolan. Number 7, Kayla Kirkman. Number 8, Geraldine Ferrara.
Good job, young lady. Good game.
Number 9, Olive Wilson.
Olive.
Number 10, Izzy Youngwood. Number 11, Kendall Dillman.
Good job, Billy.
Number 12, Gracie Johnson.
You guys know how to run?
Number 13, Clara Coops.
See, somebody runs up. Good job.
Number 14, Bree Sullivan. Number 15, Sadie Donnie. Number 16, Cadence McGregor.
Not like hockey, but it's close, right?
Number 17, Catherine Steinman. Number 18, Kara Jewiski.
Another runner, I like that.
Number 19, Chloe DeLay. And number 20.
Make sure in the interviews that there's volume. He's having a headset on, so make sure you can hear me on the Bronco.
At this
Okay,
time,
thanks.
we would like to ask Coach Jim Windles to come forward and receive the sectional final plaque.
I'm gonna let them grab it.
Absolutely.
All right, come on, ladies. You guys touch it.
Congratulations, Lord.
Everybody's gonna kiss it. Ready? Yeah, we need to. does. I'm good. Bender. Hey, where are you going? Hey, we're about to look back.
Okay, one more time. This camera.
Now where are we going? Can we?
All right, here, Coach. Right here. Congratulations here in our Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily. NasonvilleDairy.com here with Coach Jim Wendels. 2 years in a row. Pretty solid game today. I overheard a conversation over there. You thought Pines was maybe the best team that you had seen all year. So just talk about the game flow, the pace, getting those 2 early goals, really setting the tone early in this one.
Yeah, that's always our mission. We always try to come out and get a jump on a team, set them back a little bit, and then, they settle in, and they settled in really well. Northland Pines was a great opponent. We struggled penetrating. They have a really nice defense. I wanted us to take some shots from, like, say, 18 to 25 out and get them high when it's slippery, and that was our game plan. It worked really well for us. Defensively, we shut them down, and I was super proud of the girls. And we talked, I remember at the last year when we talked at our a banquet at the end of season. I said, we fell down. We went down to state, lost in the semifinal. And, we fall down, but we learned to pick ourselves back up. And that's what we've been working on, picking ourselves back up this season, working really hard at our technical skills. Tactically, we got it going. So I was super proud of them. They work so hard. They've been out of school for 3 weeks. It's hard to keep them focused.
Right.
They got grad parties, and their bosses want them to work, but they're showing up for practice, and they're giving me their attention and their time, and love them for it.
Coach, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't ask you about the weather today. The rain was on, then it was off, then it was on, then it was off. How did you and the girls talk about that beforehand and prepare, knowing this was what we were going to face today?
You bet. My biggest direction was to my goalie, having her footwork, getting behind the flight line of the ball, because the hands are slippery, the ball is slippery, and just really get behind the flight line of the ball. I told my forwards, make sure we're crashing goal, because you're going to bobble it as a goalie, and we want to be there to pick up the mess and clean it up and put it in the back of the net. So you got to pass a little harder when it's wet. The ball goes slow. The ball likes to skip. It's hard to settle, but it's that way for both teams. So, it's fair all around. So.
Lastly, what a big day for the school today. The softball team, state champions. They do their drive-by here before your game. You go to state. Just what a time to be an Assumption Catholic Royal.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I love it. I'm super excited for the community. More excited for these girls because they've really worked hard and they've earned it.
Yeah, congratulations, Coach. Another trip to state. Good luck next week.
Thanks,
if you could send over a Mally and a Morgan, that would be a big help for me.
All right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We'll talk to both of them. It looks like they're kind of coming back this way, so I'll let you loose over there and just tell the 2 girls to come this way.
Will do.
Thank you, Coach. All right, we're going to talk to our highlight players of the game, Morgan Reichel and Mally Steinley, goalkeeper and midfielder for these Royals. I felt, anyway, they had a big impact on today's game. Obviously, Morgan with a shutout here, a 3-0 win over the Northland Pine Eagles, and Mally Steinley patrols that midfield like you don't see a whole lot in Division 4 soccer. So we're going to talk to both of those girls as eventually they're going to come over here. It's picture time. You got a million pictures to take on a day like today. So as I take a look over my left shoulder, the pictures continue. Now I'm going to ask this. I know Rachel doesn't like my rant sometimes. Here's my rant, right? As I look over there, you've got about 8 to 10 parents all taking a picture, right? Now they're all taking it with a phone, and on this phone I can click send and message and text and share and on Facebook and whatever. Why can't you just take one picture and then put it in your pocket, and then that one mom or dad, then you just share it with everybody else? Why can't you do that? I've never understood that. Why we've got to have 7,500 individual pictures being taken, and it's all the same shot. It's all the same picture, people. But there's my rant. I've asked the question a lot. I've never got an answer for it. Everybody's got to be special, I guess, right? That's how that part works. But it looks like the picture session is about ready to be broken up. I see Jim and that sectional plaque. It's the one thing I forgot to tell him and bring that plaque with. But Jim's a smart guy, and he's got the plaque in Mally's hand here, and they're both going to come talk to me here. Yeah, and now, before we start, now I've seen some of these interviews with Steve before, and by the way, Steve's out in Seattle, right, so he's missing in on this action, so you'll have to talk to Steve later and lodge your complaints with him. But we've seen these before, and all of a sudden somebody from behind comes and they swarm us or something like that and throw water on us, so if that's about to happen, just tell me.
No, we're saving it for someone. Can you just interview Coach for us?
I can interview him again. I already did.
Yeah, just come over here.
Okay, well, right when we're done. So, but first, the three of us. So, well, first we'll talk to midfielder Mally Steinley. Mally, again, just the last couple of years, just patrolling that midfield. Just talk about your mentality in that midfield spot and the things you're trying to accomplish game in and game out.
I just don't like seeing someone else with the ball that I should have unless it's my teammates. So if I see it in front of me, I'm gonna go after it no matter what it takes.
See the ball, it's my ball, right? Yeah, and then oftentimes you'll look behind you and you'll see Morgan back there. And today we look at the scoreboard, another 0 put up. What does that do for you in the midfield, or anybody else really? But what does that do for you in the midfield, knowing that you've got somebody like Morgan there that can stop anything that's coming in?
Yeah, I just have so much trust in her that if I feel like I need to take a breather a little bit, I can, because Izzy's back there, Morgan's back there, and between those two, they got covered.
All right. I think we're going to turn and look here, because I think I know what you're talking about. There's a Gatorade bucket, and there's Coach right there. So let's watch. I think we can all watch that. That's kind of fun to watch, as the Coach is finishing up there with one of his chances up in Wausau. This will be kind of fun to watch, though. This is what you were talking about?
Yeah, we did this last year, and it was your cover page for a while. That was a good cover. Yeah.
Magnificent, right? That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. All right, let's switch spots. Yeah, but everybody stay here. So Morgan, talk to us about that. You heard me talk to Mally a little bit about having the confidence that you can do something like put a 0 up on the board. How much pride do you take in your work back there at goal? What goes into that preparation?
Yeah, it's definitely not a one-man role. The back four especially, we all work hard. And the confidence definitely comes from that first point that we put on the board. It always gets me ready to keep playing the game.
State trip last year, back to state again this year. What do you and the girls have to work on between now and the bus trip down probably on Thursday night to get ready and put on a good show down at state in Milwaukee?
Just keep doing our thing, working hard in practice, and definitely not eating too much before, because that was our downfall last time. We'll celebrate after.
Cheesecake Factory, that's a good place to go. Okay, microphone is here. Okay. You two can figure out what you want to say. The softball girls said we're going to state, we're in the house, but you say whatever you want. I see what's going to happen over here, so I'm going to get out of the way. Okay. I'm going to count you down 3, 2, 1.
I'm Morgan Reichel, and we're going to state.
Okay.
Okay, hang on. We ready? Okay, we're ready? Okay, 3, 2, 1.
I'm Mally Steinley.
And I'm Morgan Reichel.
And we're going to state!
Good luck, girls. Congratulations. All right. I think I can't really do any better than that, right? It was a fantastic performance from the Royals. 3-0 winners over Northland Pines here today. For Joe Anderson, Rachel Zaleski, my name is Jason Zaleski. It's been quite a day for Assumption. State softball champions, soccer going to state, and after this we're going to go party like Royals. Have a great night, everybody. Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com. All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved